Now, Alex Eala, she was given a special security. Thousands of Filipinos who tried to get a glimpse of the star on.
The sun rises over Manila. It's 11 a.m. Traffic crawls along EDSA, but inside a packed sports bar in Quezon City, fans are already claiming every seat. The match doesn't begin until 6 p.m., yet nobody wants to risk missing the moment. This isn't just another tennis match. For millions of Filipinos, it's history in motion. Thousands of miles away in Mallorca, the academy that helped shape Alexandra Eala stands unusually quiet. The courts where she trained for years are empty because their brightest graduate is chasing something far bigger than another practice session. She's in London, preparing for the biggest stage of her career. Now travel to SW19, the legendary All England club. On Tuesday, June 30th, 2026, 21-year-old Alexandra Eala walks onto court 12 as the number 29 seed at Wimbledon, a moment no Filipino tennis player has ever experienced. But here's the statistic that changes everything. Before Eala, the highest-ranked Filipina in professional tennis history was Mary Chris Gentz, who reached world number 284 in 1999. Alexandra Eala arrives at Wimbledon ranked world number 30. That's a breathtaking leap of 254 ranking places, a gap that one extraordinary athlete has erased for an entire nation. She's not just playing for herself anymore. She's carrying the dreams of a country that has waited decades for this moment. To understand why this Wimbledon appearance feels so monumental, rewind just 8 days. Bad Homburg, Germany. Most casual fans barely noticed the tournament. But insiders knew something special was happening. Alexandra Eala wasn't simply competing in singles. She was sharing a doubles court with Venus Williams, a 5-time Wimbledon singles champion and one of the greatest players the sport has ever seen. After their partnership, Venus offered words that spoke louder than any headline. "She's very competitive on the court. I hope we get to play together again." That wasn't just a compliment. It was recognition from tennis royalty. Legends don't choose partners by accident. They recognize talent when they see it. While much of the tennis world focused on bigger stories, this quiet endorsement may have been one of the strongest signs that Alexandra Eala has officially arrived. So when she steps onto the grass at Wimbledon, it doesn't feel like an introduction. It feels like confirmation. Yet the real challenge isn't standing across the net. Her first-round opponent, Renata Zerezua of Mexico, is a proven veteran who has upset elite players before. She'll fight for every point, every game, every set. But she isn't Eala's biggest obstacle. Pressure is. Imagine carrying the expectations of more than 113 million Filipinos into the most prestigious tennis tournament on earth. Imagine doing it on a surface where, only a few months ago, you had almost no professional experience. This is only Eala's second Wimbledon main draw. Her number 29 seed reflects her incredible rise in the rankings, not years of grasscourt dominance. She's still learning, still adapting, still growing. And somehow, she's already making history. Speaking before Wimbledon, Eala addressed the pressure with remarkable maturity. She admitted that the tour is full of expectations and that the attention surrounding her has only increased. But then she said something unforgettable. Pressure only has the power that you give it. That single sentence may define her entire Wimbledon journey. Because every step she takes onto court 12 carries more than a tennis racket. It carries hope. It carries belief. It carries the future of Philippine tennis. Her historic number 29 seed wasn't handed to her because of junior success or future potential. She earned it. Just weeks earlier, she captured the Lexus Birmingham Open, claiming her first professional grasscourt title after an unforgettable 3-set battle against Nikola Bartunkova, winning 5-7, 6-3, 7-5. The victory proved that grass was no longer her weakness. It had become her newest weapon. Then came Berlin. And everything changed. Her opening match was against Donna Vekic, fresh off a title at Queen's Club. Eala stunned her in straight sets. Next came one of the biggest victories of her career. She defeated world number 2 Elena Rybakina, the reigning Australian Open champion, 7-5, 6-4, announcing to the tennis world that she belonged among the elite. She wasn't finished. In the quarter-finals, she defeated Elena Svitolina, another proven Grand Slam contender. 3 matches. 3 world-class opponents. 3 statement victories. By the time her remarkable run ended in the semifinals, one thing had become undeniable. Alexandra Eala was no longer a promising young talent. She had become a genuine threat on one of tennis' toughest surfaces. Think about everything that happened in just 1 month. A 21-year-old from a nation with almost no history at the highest level of professional tennis won her first grasscourt title, defeated some of the world's biggest stars, earned a Grand Slam seed, and shared the court with Venus Williams. This isn't simply a hot streak. This is history unfolding in real time. And as Wimbledon begins, the question is no longer whether Alexandra Eala belongs. The question is just how far this remarkable journey is about to go. While Alexandra Eala prepares to step onto court 12, another legend is walking onto the sport's biggest stage. Serena Williams. On the very same Tuesday, Serena is scheduled to play Maya joint on center court. If Serena wins, and if Eala defeats Mexico's Renata Zarazua, the tennis world gets the matchup nobody expected but everyone suddenly wants. Serena Williams versus Alexandra Eala. But notice how Eala has handled the possibility. When asked about facing Serena, she didn't chase the headlines. She smiled and delivered the answer of someone far wiser than her 21 years. I'd love a matchup with her, but I'd also love to get to the second round. That's not avoiding the question. That's championship thinking. While everyone else is dreaming about center court, Alexandra Eala is focused on the only match that matters, the one directly in front of her. Because champions don't look ahead. They earn the right to. And yet, regardless of who stands across the net next, something remarkable has already happened. Everywhere Eala goes, the Philippines follows. The Los Angeles Times captured it perfectly. In Birmingham, Filipino nurses filled the stands. In Berlin, engineers waved Philippine flags from the crowd. In Melbourne, students arrived hours before sunrise. Families flew in from Toronto. Supporters traveled from Dubai. At the Australian Open, Court 6 became so crowded with Filipino fans that many couldn't even get inside. Eala herself described Australia as kind of a bang. And since then, the movement has only grown louder. Today, Tagalog chants echo through tennis stadiums the same way Brazilian chants follow João Fonseca around the world. This isn't ordinary fan support anymore. It's becoming a cultural movement. So when Philippine flags rise above court 12 at Wimbledon, don't call it surprising. Call it inevitable. Because this story didn't begin in London. It began months ago and has gathered momentum with every tournament she has played. Then came one of the strongest endorsements anyone could receive. Former world number 4, Grand Slam champion, and ESPN analyst Mary Jo Fernandez summed up Alexandra Eala in a single sentence. It's next level. She brings a whole new demographic and crowd to watch our sport. Think about those words. Not future star. Not promising prospect. A whole new demographic. Those aren't compliments. They're evidence of impact. Venus Williams reached the same conclusion after sharing the court with Eala in Bad Homburg, calling her very competitive and expressing hope they would play together again. Meanwhile, Eala's longtime coach, Joan Bosch, revealed the secret behind her rapid rise. His goal isn't to overwhelm her with expectations. It's simple. 1 match. 1 objective. 1 achievable step at a time. 3 respected voices. 3 different perspectives. 1 unmistakable message. Alexandra Eala belongs. Now consider the bigger picture. The Philippines is one of the world's most populous nations. Yet before Alexandra Eala, it had produced only 1 player to crack the top 300 in professional tennis. That was more than 2 decades ago. Now, 1 young woman has rewritten the limits of what Filipino tennis can become. Her journey naturally invites comparisons with pioneers like Li Na in China and Sanya Mirza in India. Players who didn't inherit thriving tennis cultures. They created them. Alexandra Eala is following that same path. Not as the next chapter. As the first chapter. Basketball dominates the Philippines. Boxing creates national heroes. Tennis has never enjoyed that kind of spotlight. Until now. When Mary Jo Fernandez says Eala is bringing a new audience into tennis, she means it literally. She isn't simply attracting fans. She's creating them. Somewhere in Manila, somewhere in Cebu, somewhere in Dubai, Toronto, Los Angeles, or anywhere Filipino families call home, a child will pick up a tennis racket because of Alexandra Eala. And unlike generations before, they'll know that someone from the Philippines has already proven it can be done. The roadmap finally exists. She drew it herself. Still, every great story has obstacles. Berlin ended in heartbreak with a semi-final defeat. Earlier this season, rising American Eva Jovic defeated Eala twice. Yet even Jovic praised her opponent, describing Eala as someone who takes the ball incredibly early, calling her both a dangerous player and a wonderful person. That's the mark of respect champions earn. Not perfection. Recognition. Because Alexandra Eala is still learning this surface. She's only weeks into becoming one of the most dangerous grasscourt players on tour. Nothing about Tuesday is guaranteed. That's exactly what makes it compelling. Pressure is real. Expectations are enormous. History waits on the other side of every point. But Eala has already explained how she sees it. Pressure only has the power that you give it. Not a promise. Not a prediction. A mindset. The mindset she'll carry on to court 12. And maybe that's why this story has already become bigger than one match. Long before the first serve is struck. Long before the scoreboard flashes its final result. Alexandra Eala has already changed the history books. The 254 place gap between the greatest Filipina before her and where she stands today has already disappeared. That victory can't be undone. Mary Jo Fernandez called it next level. She was right. Because this moment didn't suddenly appear at Wimbledon. It was built in Melbourne. Strengthened in Birmingham. Proven in Berlin. Confirmed in Bad Homburg. And now, it arrives on the lawns of the All England Club. One final detail captures just how much her life has changed. During a vacation in Boracay, Eala was recognized by fans while swimming in the ocean. Laughing, she admitted, "Honestly, no place is unexpected anymore." Think about that. From a beach in the Philippines, to the most famous tennis tournament on earth. Those two worlds once felt impossibly far apart. Alexandra Eala has connected them. So whatever happens against Renata Zarauzua, whether Serena Williams is waiting in the second round or not, history has already been written. Because Alexandra Eala no longer arrives at Wimbledon hoping she belongs. She has already proven that she does. And this may only be the beginning.